Oh, hello. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live stream where we are making a tower defense game for Android platform. Hello, DevSpace. Welcome back. Good to see you again. So, between streams, between last stream and this stream, I made a couple of changes. And I would like to show you what I did. So first I added a simple extension method for the list so that I can shuffle them. And I refactored a few of the factories for like a monster and a monster wave. As well as the methods for processing rewards. Let's see it in the code. So this is just a simple shuffle for the list. Inside the monster manager, there's a couple of changes. But let me first show you this struct for monster data. We're gonna see this at a few places, so let's take a look at this first. It's just some basic information about the monster, its texture, health, and speed. So that's basically the monster data. And the monster, instead of having like these properties, has just this one monster data attribute that's coming in a constructor. And that's pretty much all the changes. So now all the references is going through this data struct. And here in the monster manager as well, that's just a simplification. That's not really readable that much, sorry, but there's been just a slight change in the logic. And we've added the shuffle of the monster list, so they are now coming at a random fashion. There's just this slight difference in the logic. Instead of while cycle, it's a double for. What else? This is just moving a reward screen slightly to the top. But the monster factory also got its logic refactored. Instead of using this if structure for each type, we've got a dictionary with the monster data. And for each monster, we fill the dictionary with the corresponding data. And then the create monster just simply is this one line taking in the data for the monster type. There's just a minor change of making it private. And for the process rewards, it's similar. Instead of using this switch and adding case by case, it's now processed in this one line that's calling the action assigned to this reward ID, and it's also in this dictionary. rewards is the key, and the action is the value that gets called by this line. So for each reward type, I'm defining a action that should be taken. And those just some minor changes. So those are all the important ones. I'm just gonna commit them so we've got it in the repo. I don't think there's been any like visual change except for this screen being like 1 or 2 tiles higher or being more on top. It's just the inner game logic that's changed. That's why it was in the boring to-do list. Okay, so for today's so this has been done. Should I just delete this or put it in a change log? That's the question. Just gonna delete it. Those are just like refactorings. So for today's, we could either do a flying monsters or some UI for like the tower selection, seeing its stats because they are hidden for now for the player. We don't know how much damage the tower does or what's the actual range or attack speed, etc. So we could like do a little UI for that. And maybe upgrading those stats, but I don't have like figured out the how to achieve this. Why and when should the player upgrade the towers? One of the ideas would be like put it as a reward. Hey, now you can upgrade. That seems like the most reasonable for now. So let's see that it's all functioning still. Okay, looks good. Perfect. So let's start with the flying monster, I guess. I've again prepared a very simple image of a different colored ninja. It's blue one. So this one's gonna learn to fly. Okay, so let's think about what we need to do. Well, first of all, I think we should put a flag in the monster data that the creature actually can fly. So something like this, which by default it can't. Then we should create a new type of the monster. Let's call it flying ninja. It's funny. Then we should add it in the factory right there. That's one of the changes I made offline. You can just simply define a new monster type by filling its data. The name is of the texture hero fly. So I think it should have a lot less health. it's gonna be really difficult to deal with them. And the speed, to be fair, they should be slower. But all the balancing of the stats is way back in there. It's gonna take us a lot of time before we can deal with balancing. That's just the cherry on top. Okay. So this is the Flying Ninja data. So now we can create this new monster type, but obviously it's gonna take the path as the usual one. So now we need to somewhere add the logic to say, hey, this one can fly, generate a simple path for it, just go straight down. So let me see where we handle the path thing. Is it inside, I guess, the monster manager, I guess. There's the pathfinder. And somewhere there should be, yeah, there it is. We're setting a path for the monster once we are spawning the monster for the wave. Okay. And this is also the refactored method, but it does pretty much the same as it did last time. Now it's just shuffled. And is slightly easier to read, I hope. Okay, so this is the line we definitely need to adjust. So we can start by doing something like if monster data flying, let's say not. Let's do the usual thing. Else. So if the monster isn't flying, it's gonna find a path. But if it's not, so we need a list of vectors and now I'm not sure if the vector is the actual pixels or tile indices. I don't remember. It's getting generated there, so it's position, so it's the actual pixels. Okay, so that's the middle of the tile. Okay, this should be easy. Let's copy this, and instead of using the pathfinder to find a path, we can simply just, I guess, put this like this tile middle as the destination for it just to go straight down. I hope, I think, we'll see. So for this, we need to generate a list of vectors. It's gonna be a new list. Hope this will initialize it with the vectors, and this is gonna be the new vector. And for X, should be like monster position X, and for Y, let's do something like this. Yeah, that's the tile count on the vertical axis, -1, because we need the index. Do we? Yeah, I guess. Where the yeah, -1 is correct. Let's do the tile size. I think this should be like sufficient. That's good enough. Should just go straight down, right? Hopefully. So it's either this or we're gonna figure something else. And now we just need to like spawn one of these. I'm gonna use the reward manager, and let's say for like 3 walls, we're gonna get, oh, we haven't done that yet, right? So the rewards, that's a new one. Flying Ninja. And we need to get the texture for that as well. Okay, cool. And now, where were we? In the reward manager or something like that. And here, instead of a regular ninja, let's do the fly one. Okay, and that should be it. But we'll see. While we are waiting, let me remind you of the magic button. Thumbs up, leave a like. If you enjoy this series as much as I do, leave a comment. Always looking for new feature ideas. So that's the new one, the blue, the flying one. But let me start with the normal one. Okay, 3 hits. And let's take a look at the, okay. So Now I'm thinking what's wrong because it's crashing even before we are trying to spawn the. Yeah, I think I missed the process reward state, right? We are not prepared for the new type, and I should like. I'm thinking, is it beneficial for me that it's crashing instantly so that I know there's something missing and not right instead of handling the exceptions and stuff? I think I'm okay with it actually crashing. Hello. So this is actually gonna spawn Flying Ninja. And again, that should be all we've missed. Right? Okay. So, how's everyone doing? Okay. Are you developing your own games? I was thinking that it would might be cool if there was anyone who's either developing their own game. We could do like a feature. Join the stream and we could just go through your project and let's see how you're doing. If there's anyone who would like to try this, just leave a comment, contact me. So let's try this flying one again. Okay, we're not crashing anymore, so we process the reward and it added to the queue of monsters now, hopefully. And there it goes. I was lucky enough to like dodge the walls, so we don't actually know if he's flying or not. Okay. He's not. Why is he not flying? That's strange. I think I forget to like set the flag of flying to true, right? I don't remember doing that. Have I? I think I haven't. So it's somewhere there. Right. Obviously. That's a mistake. So now he can actually fly. Let's try again. As you can see, it's just simple as that. Now switching from flying to working monsters, it's just switching this flag and it's okay. Let's see. Okay. He doesn't care about walls. Okay. This represents a slight problem. So I think I placed the waypoint not far away, so he's never gonna disappear. Ah, that's just another easy fix. Okay. It's there, right? So let's just not do the -1. Do it like this. Because we are somewhere just comparing the distance. Yeah, right there. It needs to be like the position needs to be bigger than the actual that we've set for it to die, like reach its destination. So this was the problem. Okay, this time, seriously. I'm confident. Let's mark it. Okay, cool. Finally. Two hit points. That's correct. Okay, cool. So this was the flying monster. What next? Any wishes? Any suggestions? The tower selection. What should it do? So I think while in this idle state, we could be able to like click on the towers and display like its properties, the range, and the damage, fire rate, and stuff. So it could either be like a small pop-up window. Okay, if I click there, its information would like appear in a small box near it. Or it could be a static place somewhere in the like bottom row. So we can start just by at least showing its range. I think we've got this completed, but it got lost in the process somewhere. So inside the idle state, we should be able to update the map. So that's the map. And while we're calling the update, we will update all the tiles. And I'm not sure if that's what we want. Just need this selected, I think, to be switched. And it's there. I'm gonna just move it to a separate method and call just that. Let's call it update selection and move this there. What else? Oh, and that's just for the tower tile. Okay. So there's the update towers. Let's do something same just to update the selection. Let's do update tower selection and update selection. And now we just need to call this in the idle state. This will just turn on and off the range indicator for the tower selected. Also, while resetting the towers at the wave end, deselecting all of them. So when the wave ends, all the indicators should disappear. And we can also add this during the play state, I guess. So you can just turn it on and off. So it's working for the idle state. And it turns off when the wave is over. That's correct. Might be okay if I just can look at the range while the wave is in progress. It's not that beneficial since I can't do anything anyway. It's true, it's gonna stay selected while it's on when I... Yeah, so let's add this ability to the play state as well. Why not? That's just part of the task. It's definitely not what I was thinking with this. I need to show all the properties somehow. Could do just a damage number for now. Maybe on the tower itself. Or should we start doing it like the UI for this already? Don't have any like icons ready. So let's just do a number on a tower. It's gonna be its damage. Or we could do a new type of tower. But this would also require new graphics. Or I could just again put some color overlay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So just a placeholder as usual. So let me save this new image. I'm gonna show it to you. There. Okay. Tower. Put it there. So there's the tower for air. I've also colored it blue as the flying monster. So this is gonna be like anti-air tower. Okay. So we haven't done like a new tower type yet. So let's practice how this is done. So we're gonna need the texture, but we also gonna need this enumeration. And I keep thinking if like this is the best way of handling it as a tile as a whole, or whether we should split it as having a tile as the ground and putting a tower on top of that, and we could have like different like ground types that if, for example, if you build a tower on this ground type, it's gonna have double damage, double range stuff. So I think eventually I'm gonna split it, like really having two layers. One's gonna be the ground, the tiles, the map itself, and on top building the towers. So the tower is not gonna be a tile, but it's gonna be an object on a tile. That's gonna be better. We'll provide options in the game design itself. I'm gonna put it on my boring to-do list. Split tiles. And I'm gonna call it tile objects. Okay, let's get back to the towers. So we've added the tile type. In the tile factory, we need to add this new tower type. And load its texture. Tower right should be okay, right. Tower air. What next? This should work. Okay, we need to do this if blah blah blah. This needs to be like refactored in the same fashion as I did the other things. But for now, let's add the type there. So if it's air tower, it is a tower tile. For now, it is blocking the path. How about the range? And we're not handling the damage. So let's say the cooldown is gonna be slightly slower. The range. Any idea is that the tower is gonna shoot only at the like flying monsters. So let's say it's gonna be slower, but it's gonna have like bigger range. Are we not setting like the damage value? It's firing projectiles. Oh. Okay, we need to set the damage inside the constructor as well. And all of these should also some kind of projectile data struct. Let's do the damage as a parameter now. Okay. So we need to put the damage there. So we need to actually set the damage for the towers itself. Let's do something like this. It's float, it's int. Okay. So the standard tower, let's say, keeps its 1 damage, but the air tower is gonna have a damage of 2, so it should like one hit the blue flying ninjas. Okay. So, and the other thing, we need to like add a flag that what the tower can target. Can it target only ground, both the ground and air, or only air? For now, I'm gonna do it like only air. Maybe. So default is false, so it can target both. But for the air tower, let's set it to true. Oh, that's all we need to construct this tower, I think. Okay. Okay. Then we need to like make a reward system for this. Is it rare? Yeah. Okay. Then put it in the process. Okay. So that's all. And the last thing is actually disabling the attacking on the ground for the air towers. So it could be here in the select target method. And let's say it needs to be down there while going through the monsters. Let's say if monster data flying, it's not flying, and we can attack only air, then actually this tower cannot attack this non-flying monster. So we're gonna skip it and continue with the next one. I think that's all we need. Okay. And of course, we need a way to acquire the new tower. So let's put it in the rewards. Somewhere around there. Let's put it there with the red ninja. So that was like a tryout of the process of adding a new tower content. There were places I think I could do better, but I don't know how now. Like adding it to like two separate lists. I don't think I can reduce that because one represents the reward, one's the like the tower object itself. Wasn't paying attention. What happened? Is it crashing on start? I have forgot to load the texture. Oh, there, right? Okay. Okay. Mistakes were made. So, what could cause it to crash on start? I haven't added it to the content, right? Can't find the tower image. Okay. There. It got built now. Maybe I should add some logging and exception messaging and stuff. But I like to keep me like paying attention. I need to know what's wrong. Okay, cool. So that's the fly monster, that's the anti-air tower. So let's start by adding the fly monster. Okay. Let's try this new anti-air tower. Okay. So the reward processing is not correct. Let me see why. So in the placement, okay, go. There's another place we need to handle. So that's definitely not the way I'm gonna keep it. This needs to be like a lot simpler. It would be ideal for me if I could just add it in one place and it would propagate all those switches and lists and stuff. It should be it. Me guess it's gonna be okay now. Then let's start by adding a flying monster. So I should be able to turn on the range indicator, right? We've done that already. It was working. It's not working for this tower now. And it's also not firing at all. Might have forgot to set the range. No, I think I did. The range is okay. It might be that we are handling only the tower type tiles in the update, right? And we're not adding those to the list of towers. But where was that? Somewhere inside the map. There. We are adding only like the tower type. I do something like this. But this is obviously stupid. We're not gonna do it like this. Later on, I really need to like come up with a better architecture for the map tiles to be really just the map tiles in the ground, and the towers to be objects on those tiles and not tiles as a whole. But again, this I hope should fix the problem. We'll see. Okay, so that's the monster. Slowly flying. Cool. Okay. Now I can turn on the range indicator. It's a clue. It should be okay now. I will see. Perfect. One-shotted the flying monster with 2 HP with its 2 damage projectile, and wasn't targeting the ground walking red ninja. So that's finally a success. And now, of course, the entire tower is OP. Again, the balancing phase is far away. Okay, cool. So the entire tower is working. Let me just do a slight rebalance of the stats for the flying ninja. Let's give him like more health. Let's do, 5, 7. This is gonna force you to like get at least one entire tower. Okay, so how are we doing? No one has any questions? Feel free to ask or at least say hello. So I would like to handle all of those three topics together in a like bigger task because they like need each other. This could be fun. I'm not sure. For now, it could take longer. The damage type and monster resistances also go hand in hand. Oh, hello, Fire Henry. Hello, welcome. Have you seen the other episodes, or is this your first one? And what do you think? So I'm thinking I'm just gonna my first. Okay, welcome. Looks cool. Thank you. It's gonna look way cooler once we get some decent graphics in. This is all just a placeholder images, ugly stuff, and we haven't done much UI yet. So we're dealing with the base game logic so far. But for now and today, let's pick just a smaller task, one from the not so much fun list, but one of those UX. I think this one. I need to show, like, while placing the tower, what's actually being placed. When I, for example, select this reward option, now it wants something from me, but I don't know what as a player. So it could have a text like up there, place a tower, or down there, place a tower, and a image of the tower that's being placed. That would be cool. So let's do just that. So that's in the placement state. And this is in the reward state. We are drawing this custom label with the text. So let me reuse this. And also this, okay. So let's say place a tower. Or a wall isn't the tower actually, right? So let's say place your reward. And for the position, not sure if I want it centered. Can just place it like there. Or just don't show like the 0 there and put the text down there with the image. That sounds also all right. So in the placement state, don't show the monster counter. It's not that important for now. And just do this, place your reward. X is gonna be just a static number. And let's say, let me see again. Like half a tile there. But the Y is gonna be so, and that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. Okay. So this is the position and the text, and now we need the image. So where do we get the image? That's a question. And also we need to know what image. So that's here in the current reward. That's the rewards, okay. And the images are there in the reward factory. The reward factory is inside the reward manager. It's also private, but we have access to the reward manager, and so we're just gonna do like public, let's say, texture to the get reward texture. By asking the type of reward. Let's do this public so that we can access it. It's gonna be turn reward factory textures, this type. That should do it. On a scale from 1 to 10, how hard is this? And can you specify like which part of this, like programming or coming up with ideas to make a game, like the game design part, or learning MonoGame as a framework? programming part is well, depends how big your project is or you want it to make. Is it gonna be like a very small game that you are learning on? Then it should be fairly easy. Just you need to adjust the project. I mean, set your bar slightly higher than you can currently do or you think you can do, but don't make it too hard on yourself because you're then just gonna give up, or that's how it usually ends up. So challenge yourself, but don't make it too challenging. And if you have no programming experience, pick something really, really easy and small, like a typical, just do a guessing game. What number am I thinking? Is it higher? Is it lower? That's a good starter. And you can make a graphical representation of this. But this project, yeah, that's, I wouldn't recommend it for the absolute beginners. Okay, because this is going to grow and it's gonna be slightly more complex, but it's not gonna be like anything super hardcore. Oh, that's like a 6. I should put it on a scale. I would say 6 for me. There are definitely parts that are out of the comfort zone, which is good. Makes you like learn and discover new stuff. That's the challenging part of the task. So where are we? We've added the label and position, and now we recovered the texture for the reward that we want to show. Okay, so this is gonna give us the texture that we are going to show somewhere there. Like this. And we also need a position for this. So that's the text part. Let's do the other one for the image. So this is gonna be the texture. Gonna be the position. Can it be read only? Yeah. Okay. It's not gonna move. So, but we have to somehow find a way like change or set the texture. Because I don't want to like change it on every update, but I might have to right now. It's not gonna be too big of a problem. Okay, let's not bother with that now. So we're gonna use the methods we prepared. Get reward texture. It's gonna be the current reward. And now we just need to set the position. So the Y is gonna be the same, and the X gonna be like, we'll see the text is place your reward, so it's actually slightly bigger than this, so it's gonna be, could end up being the very last tile. Okay. So that's this. Okay, so that's 8. Damn, that might be too much, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 7. And the texture, position. I don't think we need any of these. Ooh, so this is X. That's the okay. Seems right. Okay, should be okay. We're drawing the text. We're drawing the image. It's the part I don't like, but it will do for now. Oh, Kevin. Hi, how are you? Hello. Okay, let's see. Okay. This is not correct. Oh, we are not at this stage, right? This is correct so far. And now, okay, cool. Place your reward. This. Good. Oh, going to chill out because I'm reworking my entire game's code with namespaces. And you're getting some errors. Sorry to hear that. I've reduced my namespacing to keeping everything in one place. It's not the best, I guess, but it's manageable for smaller project like this. I might introduce more namespaces, maybe for like game logic core and stuff, but I haven't bothered with that. It's not that important for me or this project now. But hopefully you'll get it right. I'm sure you will. Yeah, I see. So that's what we've accomplished now. We can see what's being placed. Place your reward, and that's the image. That's perfect. It's actually looking great. So let's try. Place your reward. Place your reward. Okay, cool. Looks like it's working. Okay, this health bar isn't correct. It was super huge. Why are flying monsters having... Oh, I see. Or do I? I know we've increased the HP amount, but there should be scaling. Okay, so let's fix that now. Let me say that we've done this one. I like it so much that I'm gonna put it down on the change log. Okay, actually cool. And now let's take a look at the bug that just appeared. It wasn't there before. It's gonna be somewhere in it's actually in the monster manager, right? That's the draw HP bar. Why is it so big? If I accidentally changed something while renaming stuff, or what happened? And why is it only for the... That's actually a good question. Since this is Android platform, there's no like hovering effect with a mouse. So it's either gonna have to be some different kind of input. On Android, it usually is like a long press, maybe. So we could do a long press on a thing to show what it represents. That's like what comes first to my mind now. Do you agree? Does it sound okay? like this. I will have to go. Okay, see you. Hopefully you'll come back next time. Hey, thank you. Bye bye, Fire Henry. You could do something like press select something, description shows up, and you have to press a confirm. Okay. Could work also, like first tab selects and then confirm button enables and stuff. Sure. But from the user experience, that's just one step more needed. And I think when the player plays the game for a few rounds, he will know what the images are. Don't want to be bothered with like confirming everything. So like the one tap selection is snappier, quicker, easier for the player, I guess. And only when the player doesn't know what it means, he can somehow invoke the hint system. So that's why I think the long press option is better for the player. But feel free to disagree and convince me otherwise. Okay. This huge health bar problem. Let's take a look at this. So either you can also add double tap for quick selection or just show up description only for the first time. Yeah, double tap. I've also got a problem with the double tapping because I never know how to write. You can differentiate from a single tap to a double tap until you are certain it's not a double tap. So it takes time of a double tap to recognize it as a single tap. Doesn't make sense because you'll never show after the first step is the second gonna come or not. So you just have to wait, and that just creates another delay. And double tapping on a phone is also wonky. It's for me. Either when you're just playing with one hand, it's hard. Yeah. So I think there should definitely needs to be some either tutorial or description for everything, as you said, it maybe appears for the first time. Just show a little hint with it. But we'll figure something out with this. It's just not the priority for now. But yeah, thank you for the idea. I've added it to the list, and we're gonna handle that sometime. So let's get back to the health bar problem. Okay, the idea is the health bar position is just the position of the health bar. That should be okay. The bar is positioned all right. The width is the actual width of the health bar, and this is probably wrong. Or not. So this is the percentage of the maximum health of the monster. So let's say the maximum health is 7 in case of the flying monster. The current health is 7 as well. So that's 100% times like 1 times the 1 tile size minus 8. That's like the number, total size of the health bar, or at least I thought it's gonna be. And then this is the actual rectangle that's getting filled with the health bar, green. So the position is the position, that's okay. But the width is the width, and the height is 3 pixels. Yeah. So now I don't see the problem. I'm not sure. Could be this int division. It's not getting casted properly. So let me try putting this there. As it says, the cast is redundant. This changes nothing. Could I ask what's the health bar problem? Yeah, it's too long. It should, like, the 100% should be like 1 tile. It should be like this big, and it's way bigger. Oh, I think I know. It's inside the definition of, maybe, not sure. Where is it? Right there. He's got health of 7 of the max health 2. That's a typo, and it actually means he has like 350% health. So now it's gonna be okay. He was actually overhealed. Yeah, I should. This could be just one number, but I was thinking that that could be a monster that starts like at half health and regenerates. So the longer it's on a field, the more health it gets. So that's why I kept it separate. This was just a stupid mistake of giving it 7 out of 2 health. And the health bar was actually very correct, showing it has 350%. So, but just verify that. See, now it's correct. Width of a just under 1 tile, which is as it should be. Cool. I'm really liking this. This is a nice touch, and finally we know what we are doing. Okay, cool. So I've already placed it in the change log. Okay. Okay, thank you. So I think this is gonna be all for today's session. Thank you again for being here with me. I'll be glad if you can leave a like, leave a comment, what you like, what you don't like, especially what you suggest as a next feature we could add. Any ideas? What could be changed? What should we fix? What could be different? There's a lot of work to be done still. There's a lot of content to be added. But we don't have any time pressure. We can just relax and enjoy each session, slowly adding new stuff. Thank you for your help, Kevin. Would be cool if you could join. Just subscribe so that you get notification. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye bye.